I not have anything nice, Jackson? As Cowboys fans, can we not have anything nice? I mean,
Well, no, Jerry Jones is your owner, so that's just not happening, unfortunately.
is there still room to join the Titans bandwagon before it's too late?
Join whatever bandwagon you want, I guess. But I mean, it's like
Well,
I
as
don't
you
care.
see here, breaking news: Micah Parsons has been traded, and he is no longer going to be a part of the Dallas Cowboys. And 1 week before the season starts, and on the opening Thursday night of college football, Jackson, I got to say this: Jerry Jones knows how to get people's attention because here we are on a Thursday, supposed to be getting ready for your show and getting ready to watch some college football. Instead, we got to be here because that dumb Jerry Jones. Go ahead before I lose my temper.
Yeah, well,
Lord have
Jerry
mercy.
Jones is a moron. What can I say? I mean, he's a
I know.
good owner, but he's a bad general manager.
Ain't that the truth? Like, seriously. I mean, so let's get into it. Strap in for the next 20, 25 minutes because me and Jackson are gonna talk about this. And I might be a little more ramped up than Jackson will be on because Jackson is a Titans guy. So this is good business for him. For me, on the other hand, I might start pulling my hair. But as you see, though, the breaking news is though Micah Parsons has been traded, but where to? The Green Bay Packers. Micah Parsons is officially a cheesehead. The Dallas Cowboys are trading Micah Parsons to the Green Bay Packers. Sources told Adam Schefter. Parsons and the Packers have already reached an agreement on a 4-year, $188 million contract. This includes $120 million fully guaranteed at signing and makes Parsons the highest paid non-QB in history. Okay, so there's a lot to unpack just right there, Jackson. What do you think about this? Just first off, your initial
It
thoughts,
was
and
coming.
then
The moment Micah Parsons expressed dissatisfaction with the Cowboys and the current contract that he
mm-hmm,
had, he was gone. He was gone. It was not a matter of
mm-hmm,
if, but when and where. The Cowboys were
mm-hmm,
not getting close to a Super
mm-hmm.
Bowl anyway. I mean, this is not a Super Bowl roster.
I that breaks my heart to hear that, Jackson, because I want to see a Super Bowl so bad in Dallas as a Cowboys fan. But here's the thing, Jackson. And I'm going to try to be logical and reasonable. I know, as the old saying goes, sports and politics, there's not a lot of reasoning, but I'm going to try to be. Here's the thing. If the Green Bay Packers, obviously, Jackson, are getting a generational talent in Michael Parsons, one of the best players currently in the NFL, maybe of all time already. I mean, I know it's throwing the cart in before the horse, but he's that darn good. Um, the Packers, this is a win for them, and they paid him a lot of money. And see, here's the thing, Jackson. I just think what this boiled down to, in my opinion, and this is just my my opinion only, is I feel like Micah, like even he said he wanted to be a Cowboy. He wanted to be here. He wanted to be a part of this organization. It's just the money dispute. See, the Green Bay Packers, Jackson, look how much money they had lined up for him already. Like $188 million contract and $120 million fully guaranteed. That tells you right there, Jackson, the Packers were ready and roaring to go from the get-go. And see, that's another thing too, Jackson. Jerry Jones has always done this with players. We've talked about that off air, me and you, with what he did with Dak and CD, how he made them wait. But here's the thing, though. Micah just took matters in his own hands and basically forced his way out. And it's just like our offense, Jackson, as a Cowboys fan, is going to be phenomenal with George Pickens, CD, and Dak, and the young old line, and of course the running game. I like what we're building there, but the defense. I mean, we get I mean, we'll get more in depth in this trade, but just off this initial first reaction from Shefty is like, yeah, it saves you a lot of money going forward, but what you lost in return is massive as well. So let me ask you this, Jackson. What do you think? Do you think this all could have been resolved a different way, or was this always going to how it was going to end?
Well, when Parsons was basically saying he's dissatisfied, he was out. We just didn't know where he was going to be exactly. And the Packers are basically making a move to win the Super Bowl for the 2025 season. And if not, then 2026. That's the player for the Packers. Now, the Cowboys, if they play it smart with their draft picks, then it could be a nice little haul for the long term. But sometimes, in order to have a huge gain in the long term, you got to lose something in the short term.
But here's the thing, too, Jackson. Looking at this in a vacuum, I know it's getting a little nuts, breaking news, all that. But you look at it here in the short term. The Cowboys get 2 first-round picks. Now, they are owned by the Packers, though. So they probably will not be high draft picks in the first round. But, Jackson, we've seen a lot of steals late in the first round. I mean, ring a bell, Lamar Jackson, who's a unanimous MVP, maybe one of the greatest running quarterbacks of all time. So all hope is not lost. I mean, yeah, you would prefer a top 10 pick from the crappier teams, but you can find gems at the bottom. It's not impossible. And Kenny Clark, who was also part of this trade package, he's coming over to Dallas. He's a bit on the older side, but he's experienced. He'll help the young guys. So it's not a complete loss. It's just the way it was handled, Jackson. It's kind of like going like a bad marriage. Like it's not that you broke up. It's the fact of how you broke it up over a simple thing. If Jerry just would have said, "Okay, Micah, I don't want to pay you. We don't have enough room. Where would you like to go?" Instead of saying, "I'll talk to Micah when I'm ready." Instead of doing all that like Jerry does, he could have been like, "Hey, I can't afford this. So, out of respect for you, where would you like to go? Let me get on the telephone and let's talk to him." I mean, but as you said though, Jackson, and I'll let you expand more on this because I know you love to talk about it, but Jerry Jones is incompetent sometimes. Take it away, good buddy. Have your fun.
Well, he's got a big ego. He's got a big ego, and it's gonna be like that as long as he's the owner of the Cowboys. I mean, we can chalk it up as another bad decision by letting Micah Parsons go like that. But on the other hand, this can be a win in the long term. So who knows? This can be a win in the long term because you're going to have your own draft picks, and you got the Packers draft picks for 2026 and 2027. So there you go.
Well, that's the thing, too, I want to say, too, to that, Jackson, is you got 3 first-round draft picks coming your way. You got your own and the 2 Packers. And so here's the thing, Jackson. Obviously, like you mentioned, the Packers making this move basically says they want to win the Super Bowl now. Like, this is our window. It needs to happen. And here's the thing, Jackson. As much as I want to disagree with you and say the Cowboys don't have a Super Bowl roster and want to disagree with you, but you're 100% right, Jackson. Like, we're basically taking the Bengals approach, good buddy, of having a great offense but a subpar defense. And that's just one of them things, too, Jackson. It's like, listen, I wish Micah Parsons a lot of luck. But why did it have to end like this? Like, it's always messy. That's the thing, Jackson. And what I do want to say is, too, also, with this coming together is this is 1 week before the season, too, Jackson. The Cowboys got to go to Philly on opening night. Green Bay has got Detroit opening weekend. I mean, talk about timing. I mean, look at the grand scheme of things, though, I guess, Jackson. The big picture here. Do you think both of these teams could come out of it on the winning end in the grand scheme of things?
It could happen. It could happen. I mean, kind of like when the Lions traded Matthew Stafford to the Rams, where the Rams were basically getting him to win a Super Bowl. And the Lions, well, they sucked in the short term, but it was a humongous long-term game. Now, I'm not saying you're going to see Packers win Super Bowl this year, but I'm saying this could be one of those moves where both sides benefit. But it could also be like the RG3 trade when the Rams were trading their draft pick to the Redskins, now Commanders. Looked like a win for the Commander, the Redskins, but then everybody lost in the long term. So who knows? Anything can happen. But right now, it looks like a short-term win for the Packers and a long-term win for the Cowboys if they use their draft picks correctly.
Well, and that's the thing I want to add too, is if this could be a Lions-Rams situation where the Packers win a Super Bowl either this year or next year, get what they want out of this. Because Jackson, this is what they made the move for. Because they want to win a Super Bowl and they know the window is now. And Jackson, I heard a couple other teams floating out there. I heard the Broncos were a suitor. I heard the 49ers were a suitor. I heard the Packers. I heard the Raiders. I even heard, Jackson, where legitimate report the Falcons had interest in bringing Micah in. So there's teams out there that were wanting him right away. I even saw something, Jackson, where the Titans were thinking about throwing their hook in on it. I mean, and you could speak to this better than I can, but I mean, Jackson, would you want Micah Parsons on the Titans if that was what would have happened?
You'd have to pay a humongous price if you're the Titans. You're driving away all your draft picks for one guy on defense for the short term. That's not a smart move if you're not a Super Bowl contender.
That's a good point. Well, what do you think about this, Jackson? The Falcons, they were a team that was talked about. The Raiders, the Falcons, those teams. Do you think it would have been a good move for them?
Short term, yes. Long term, no.
I mean, because you look at the landscape, look at the teams that were thrown out there. Like I said, you got the Falcons, you got the Raiders. The 49ers would have been a good hit. I wouldn't have liked it as the rival, but for them, the Niners could still win the Super Bowl. But this was probably the best outcome, Jackson. And here's the thing now, with all this freed up cap money, as an outsider perspective, Jackson, what do you think we should do with the money now that we don't have to pay Mike?
Use it correctly. Make sure you
And
got some toys for your roster, man.
Darrell and Jackson.
He's not wrong.
Help me.
He's not wrong though.
Like I don't know what to say. Like I'm just lost for words. I'm trying to think of this rationally. Like, listen, Jackson,
You're not going to have anything nice in 2025. Just prepare for it, man. It's just.
Well, maybe Louisville win the national championship in basketball. Maybe that'll help me out. I'm curious though. But let me ask you this though, Jackson. Where does this rank on Jerry Jones's blunders? Is this the worst one?
Nah.
Really? Where would you rank it as far as Jerry Jones' worst mess-ups, blunders, mistakes?
Nah, the worst blunder is acting like the worst blunder Jerry Jones ever had and always will be is the fact that he was such a dickhead to Jimmy Johnson. You don't run off Jimmy Johnson. That's just something you don't do. Bro's winning you Super Bowls, and the fact that you're a complete dung heap after the 90s that everybody hypes up constantly because that's all everybody wants to talk about in the NFL, as if you're the only team in the NFL that exists. Like, come on. It's like, of course. People are like, oh, Cowboys are overrated. I mean, Stephen A. Smith is having his little cigar today and having his little cowboy hat. And I don't know what political show he'll go on tonight, but I know he's gonna go, my brother, the Cowboys are gone. The Cowboys are gonna have a disaster in 2025. Like, I know that's just what he's gonna say. He says, all I'm gonna do is just laugh in the background and just go, I have no dog in this fight.
Well, and I'll say this too, Jackson. I mean, we saw this. I mean, I know we shouldn't be surprised when Jerry does this kind of thing, if we're being for real and honest, good buddy. I mean, because Jerry Jones has known and has had a history of doing these dumb, idiotic things, of doing this. I mean, he did it with Romo, he did it with Aikman, he did it with CD, he did it with Dak. This is just the first one that got messy and ugly, and there was a trade. I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence and DeMarcus Ware are two defensive ends. I mean, they left after contract disputes as well. I mean, especially DeMarcus Ware, he wanted to win a Super Bowl. That's why he was like, I'm out of here. Peace. I'm going to Denver with Peyton Manning. But this is like the messiest it's gotten in a long time. And here's the thing too, Jack. It's just like Jerry Jones. Listen, he's a brilliant businessman. I mean, if you ever heard the story of how he bought the Cowboys, you'll be amazed. But his negotiating skills are not very good sometimes. Like, holy moly. But here's what I will say to this, though, Jackson. If we're looking at a glass half full, at least there's no more of this drama, and both Micah and Dallas can focus and look ahead. Now, what I want to ask you, though, Jackson, and the audience out there, too, as I just keep rambling on because I'm trying to comprehend this, still a once-in-a-generation talent, and Jerry just let him walk out the door like it's nothing. I mean, like, what kind of person does that, Jackson? We could make you the general manager, and you wouldn't let this happen. Like, and listen, Jackson, you're just an operations manager at a network, which is a great network, by the way. But you could run it better than that.
Assistant operations manager.
Yes, assistant operations manager. And that's no slight at Jackson for anyone thinking, no, I'm giving Jackson a compliment. He's not even full manager, and he could still make a better decision than Jerry Jones with this Micah Parsons. Yes. Like Jackson, I'm almost tempted, Jackson. I'm almost tempted to just to walk away and not watch the Cowboys because this is ridiculous. Like, when is another person like this gonna walk through your door? Like, does Jerry not understand that these don't come around all that often?
Get whiskey ready. That's all I can say. Get your brand of drink ready, because you're gonna need it, my friend.
Oh my god. Why did I pick the Cowboys as my team? This is ridiculous, Jackson. I mean,
oh god.
Like
every year.
Go ahead, Jackson. Go ahead.
You're gonna need the SpongeBob narrator, that's for sure. Like, for every time you're like, "Oh, Cowboys are gonna get there," it's like, nope, they're not.
And the real MVP, he says, "Austin, it's over. You're not going to succeed. You're not going to see the Cowboys succeed under Jerry Jones."
There, the Giants are complete trash. So I mean,
Uh,
I
and
know.
the real question.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Jack.
I mean, it can't be worse than the Indianapolis Colts. I mean, they're making Daniel Jones their starting quarterback, and they're like, no, we're not trading Anthony Richardson. Well, yeah, because nobody wants that hellhole of a quarterback. But yeah, you got him. You got him because you saw like one great highlight on ESPN. Yeah, okay. Okay, the full year's not
I
up
mean,
yet, so I can't say anything too negative about Jim Irsay. Well, once we
here's the
get
thing,
super
Jack.
chats on this channel, then I can just be like, okay, I'll say the meanest stuff about Jim Irsay before the full year's up.
Oh my gosh. But to this though, I mean, here's the thing. The full thing in the vacuum though, Jackson. I mean, looking at this and look at some other posts as well, as you can see, also that too. And what I will say to it as well is this is the thing about this whole situation, Jackson. It didn't need to get messy. That's the thing. It just didn't need to get messy. It didn't need to get like this. I mean, so going forward, Jackson, how do we make sure this doesn't happen again? I mean, I know Jerry Jones is the owner, but if you're in the front office, Jackson, how do we make sure we don't have another one of these situations again? So I know what I would do, but I want to hear what you would do.
Don't have
You're in
Jerry
charge of the
Jones as your
Cowboys.
general manager, but don't have Jerry Jones as your general manager. But we know that's never gonna happen because he's got to stick all his fingers in the little cookies, like in the little cookie jar, get all those cookies and grab them to himself. So he's a little greedy. He's a greedy ass old man. That's the thing about Jerry Jones.
Here's the thing, Jackson. I wish I could sit here and argue with you about how Jerry Jones is not. I mean, but he's proven all of our points right, Jackson, right in front of our eyes. Do you not see what he just did? He just let Micah freaking Parsons walk out that door, and he's not coming back. And Jimmy Johnson isn't coming back either. Uh, listen, listen, Jackson. If Jerry
I
Jones
mean,
thinks,
it is, yeah.
go ahead. Go ahead.
I mean, it's the same guy that treated Jimmy Johnson like dog crap. I mean, of course you're going to treat Micah Parsons like he's toilet paper on his butt. So, I mean, there you go. You're saying, Austin.
But here's the thing, though, Jackson. It didn't need to be this way because Michael Parsons wanted to be here. He was like so proud to be a Cowboy. Like that was his dream since he was a kid. And Jerry Jones managed to mess that all up within over a 2-week time span. You know how hard that is, Jackson, to mess up someone's dream like that? Like he wanted this. Like he even mentioned in some of his old interviews before he got drafted, he would love to play for the Cowboys because he never thought he would get the chance to. And then Jerry's just like,
You'll
oh,
know. Well, bro,
go
you
ahead.
know how Mavericks fans felt. You know how Mavericks fans felt when they decided, oh, you know what, we're trading Luka Doncic, and you know, and look, I'm not the world's biggest fan of Mark Cuban, but he was not the head decision maker that up and decided, no, we're trading him now. Because like if you look back at past postseasons, I divorced my wife before I trade Luka Doncic. Like he was literally quoted as saying that, you know. But then you realize he's a minority owner, owning 40% of the team. And
Yeah.
I forget the name of the minority owner of the Mavericks, but they were the ones that decided, oh, no, we're trading Luka Doncic to the Lakers. Luka wanted to be there.
I mean,
he wanted to be in Dallas. He wasn't happy about it. So, I mean, it's like I could see where Parsons, Doncic getting traded is a lot alike. I mean, our buddy Matt Zimmick was comparing it to those two.
Well, because that's the thing, Jackson. Like Luca, even when they did the return tour for him back to Dallas, he was sad. Like, he didn't want to leave. He was happy there. He had just bought a house. Like, him and his family had just bought a house. They wanted to be there. And it's just like, and I get it. We live in a sports world where a lot of things can happen, right? I understand that, Jackson, where, 1 minute you're living happily in a place and then you get traded. It's part of business, but something like this could have been easily avoided. Or the thing with Dallas, the Mavericks, like the situations are very, very similar. Except here's the thing, Jerry Jones had a chance. He had a chance to avoid that situation, but he didn't because of his selfish, dumb ego. Because I'm Jerry Jones. No one outsmarts me. Well, guess what, Jerry? You just let him walk to the Packers, a team that we can't seem to beat. So guess what, Jerry? If the Packers win a Super Bowl, do you think you're going to get that ring? No. And you talk about on these radio shows, I want one more Super Bowl. I want one more Super Bowl. It's what I want. It's what I crave. Well, guess what, Jerry? You could kiss that goodbye. Any chance it had, you could kiss it goodbye, out the door, kabooey, gone. Jerry, you drive me nuts. You drive me nuts. And just the thing, I was gonna buy a Micah Parsons jersey too. Just the thing. I'm glad I didn't now. I'm glad I stuck with the Dak one. Go ahead, Jackson. Jerry's making me angry over here.
Oh,
Son
well,
of a gun.
well, Jerry Jones is senile, so I mean, of course he's gonna make these horrible decisions.
What the?
So,
I mean, kind of give it I guess a bow tie, so to speak, is here's the thing. I mean, with this whole situation, and what I will say to it is, as well, Jackson, is you look at this and try to look at this calmly. I know you have, Jackson. I'm talking to myself right now because I'm blowing up over here thinking about this. Jerry's imbecile decisions. I mean, here's what I'll say. We've got a lot of money now to use. So I hope we invested wisely, whether that's pay George Pickens or pay someone else or go out and get a free agent next offseason. I just hope we use it wisely, whatever we use it for. Like, that's the thing I hope with this money. And as for the Packers, though, Jackson, we're sitting here talking about the Cowboys, which this is what's rightfully it's about because Jerry Jones loves the spotlight. Dadgum spotlight hog. Can't let us enjoy it, can you? Once again,
well, there's always those cheerleaders at the Cowboys, so there's that.
That's true.
I mean, you
Packers,
got
Jackson.
somewhere. I mean, they're all smiling and happy and giggling, so there you go.
I will say this though, Jackson. Looking at the Packers, though, what do you think their future is going to look like? Because we're talking about the Cowboys.
Oh, they're playing for a Super Bowl. They're making sure Jordan Love is getting all that he can get. I mean, it's. I mean, we know like Matt LaFleur is not going to be referred to in Final Jeopardy in a negative way like he was 4 years ago, but that's neither here nor there. Like he's going to go from being a joke on Final Jeopardy to possibly leading the Packers to a Super Bowl with Jordan Love as the QB. How quickly we forget how you can easily go from being a joke in pop culture to becoming a name that everybody respects.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like kudos to the Packers front office, man.
Well, that's the thing too, Jackson. I know they paid a lot of money. They did. They paid a lot of money. But he's worth every penny of it. That I will say. Micah Parsons is worth every single ounce of money, penny, whatever you want to pay him. He's worth it. But here's the thing with the Packers. It's a big gamble, though. That's the problem. Because if they don't get a Super Bowl out of this, Jackson isn't considered a failure. What do you think? Like, let me ask you a serious question, Jackson. And this comes from no vitriol, no disdain. I wish Micah a lot of luck. I like Micah. I just wish it could have ended better. But if the Packers don't win a Super Bowl, Jackson, and they paid Micah all this money, is it a failure?
Yes.
I see. But with that being said, though, we do have a special caller that is going. He's a legendary caller at the Voice of College Football, and he's going to give his take on this breaking news. And maybe
there we go. I'm looking forward to this.
But with that being said, please welcome Daryl VP. Go ahead, Daryl. Try to cheer me up. I need something good.
You can always convert, Austin. There's 31 other teams out there. It's time to leave, man. It's time to leave. You're an entertainment product. You're not a football team. It's okay. It's over.
I mean, Cowboys got cute cheerleaders.
Should I just enter the transfer portal and be like, I'm transferring?
Yes, you should. Absolutely. RIP to Dallas fans, by the way. They lost Luka Doncic and Micah Parsons over the last half year. That's rough, man.
What are the
how unlucky
can
you get? How unlucky can you get? Not to cut you off, Jackson, but how unlucky can you get, Jackson? Especially if you're a Mavs and a Cowboys fan. How unlucky? Like, think about that, Daryl. That would be like you losing Patrick Mahomes and then you losing, let's say your NBA team. I know you don't have one, Daryl, but losing your superstar from the NBA or losing Mahomes and Kelsey, you'd be distraught.
Yeah, it's bad. That would be bad. You know, Micah Parsons is now making more per year than Mahomes.
Yes.
I know. The Chiefs just keep on winning without even playing a game or having a trade. They just keep looking better and better and smarter and smarter. Mm-hmm. I mean, the Packers are clearly a Super Bowl contender team. Are they going to win the Super Bowl? Probably not. I still think Jordan Love's the guy. I'm not nearly on the highest end as others are. I know they're favored to win their division over the Lions because the Lions, they're the Lions. They'll find a way to mess it up. That's what they always do throughout their entire NFL history. They find a way to lose. If you're a Bears fan, today's probably the worst day of your life because the Bears thought they had some success, maybe, and the season was about to start, and then their season's over as well because they got to play the Packers twice and the Lions twice now. So that's basically 4 losses for them. So that's tough. Yeah, it's okay, Austin. I mean, it'll be okay. I mean, you got college football. I mean, what's the worst that can happen? I mean, worst case scenario at least is if you go 8-8, 9-7, you don't. At least you're going to stink now. There's no doubt your defense is going to be atrocious. You're going to give up probably 30 points a game, something like that. You're going to have to do what the Bengals did last year and win every game 42-41. And you all won't do that because you got Dak Prescott as your quarterback, which isn't a good quarterback. He's okay, but he's not good. So you're going to lose a bunch of games. You might go 6-12, 5-13, and you'll have a terrible draft pick. And then, there's plenty of good quarterbacks this year in the NFL draft. So you can get one of them and start over. You got 3-4 years of being terrible in front of you, man.
Daryl.
Well, I wanted to ask.
Well, here's the thing.
The Vikings are about the Parsons trade. Well, I wanted to ask about the Vikings. How are they feeling about it?
I mean, the Vikings are an irrelevant player. I mean, they're just a fraudulent team all around. J.J. McCarthy's not. He's a rookie quarterback off an ACL injury. They're not going to be as good as last year. And last year, they were frauds. I consider the Vikings a non-factor. Last year, they were a pretender. This year, they're not even in the calculus for me. It wouldn't shock me if they go 7-9, and everybody's like, wow, this Vikings team went 14-2 last year, and now they're 7-9, and it's no. They never were that good. They were a fraudulent team. Everybody knew it. Nobody trusted Sam Darnold. They're
How can anybody trust Sam Darnold? He's a disaster.
That's a good question. What I trust less than Sam Darnold, though, is a rookie quarterback off an ACL injury. Like, that's bad.
Well, here's the thing.
He's better than
I
Sam
know
Darnold, but
here's the thing. With the way this landscape shakes out, okay. So with Micah, the Packers are probably, would we all agree, the favorites to win the North now over the Lions? Would anyone disagree with me on that?
I mean, it's them or the Lions, but it's probably the Packers. But it's not like Packers are set in stone number one. The Lions could win that division. I mean, they were the number one seed last year in the NFC before 15 of their defenders all got hurt. So they're a Super Bowl contender. They're going to have 13, 14 wins this year.
I mean, I know you talk about it, Daryl. I mean, you look at the landscape of the North real fast. You've got the Packers, who just made this blockbuster trade. You've got Detroit, who's replacing two coordinators. You've got the Vikings, who's got a young quarterback coming off an ACL tear. And then you've got the Bears with a whole new scheme going.
Right.
I mean, the North might be the hardest division to predict.
Yeah. I think
Like
it's the toughest division. I think it's Packers, Lions, Bears, Vikings. I think the Bears is going to be borderline if they get the playoffs. Like, is 11-7 good enough to make the playoffs this year? That's going to be the question for me. Or is 10-8 good enough?
I mean, it's interesting. I know. Looking at this, I mean, on paper, like I was talking, me and Jackson were talking. It's like for the Packers, this almost feels like to me, Daryl, if they don't win the Super Bowl in the next 2 or 3 years, this could be considered a failure. Would you agree?
I mean, it could be, but I mean, they got to go for it eventually. And this is telling Jordan Love that we believe in you and we're going to give you everything you can in order to make the Super Bowl, because one of the concerns for the Packers last year was their lack of pass rushing, and they finally got that. So, I mean, they got everything they need to win it. It's just all on Jordan Love. How much you believe in him determines how far you think this team's going to go.
I mean, let me ask you, Daryl, and ask you, Jackson. Do you all think the Packers can make the Super Bowl? I think you answered it kind of, Daryl. But what about you, Jackson? Do you think Packers can make the Super Bowl this year?
Yep.
Okay. What about you, Daryl? Would you be willing
Yeah, I
to
think they can.
pick?
They're
Okay.
in that tier now with Philadelphia and Detroit, where they've separated themselves from the rest of the NFC. Like, I've got Detroit, the Eagles, and Packers as your contenders. And then just outside of that is your Commanders that are just kind of, that could make it if Jaden Daniels continues to improve and get better and they shore up their defense a bit. And then you got those frisky teams that, it'd take a lot, but maybe the right path opens up, something crazy happens, which would be like your Bears type team. Those teams that have a freaky year. Yeah, Tampa Bay's another good one where it's like, you could see it if they get the absolute best out of their quarterback and there's the playoff bracket falls the right way, but they're probably not going to make it.
Mm-hmm. Well, and what I will say too is, we looked at the North. Now, looking at the Cowboys side of this on the NFC East, I mean, obviously the Eagles and Commanders are the two front runners, and this is even before the Micah trade. Now, without the Micah trade, I mean, here's the thing.
How does it feel to be worse than the Giants? Right? Are you better than the Giants?
God, I hope so. Jackson, please reassure me we're better.
They got the best player. I'll take Malik Neighbors over anything you got right now.
Okay, Daryl, listen here. You cannot tell me you would take Malik Neighbors over CD Lamb. You cannot tell me that. Honestly. Do you really believe that, Daryl?
Hey, Malik Neighbors is a good wide receiver, okay? He's a pretty good wide receiver. I mean, listen, it's the battle of 5-6 win teams. Difference between going 4-14 and 6-12. You'll be rooting for that. I don't know when those two games are played, but you'll be rooting for them to lose if it's late in the season. Like, man, they're one game ahead of us. We need this to get the 4th overall pick. Come on, Cowboys, just find a way to lose.
No,
Well, I mean, they are going to play the Giants in week 2, and they're going to play them in the season finale to start off the year of 2026.
Oh, that's going to be a must-lose game for both teams.
Here's the thing, in my preview video, I predicted the Cowboys to win 11 games this year.
Well, that ain't happening.
And then this happened. No, now I got to go back and I don't know how I'm going to cover that up. That's thanks to Jerry Jones. I have one of the worst videotapes predictions out there on my own team because Jerry Jones had to mess it up. I did the real. I was like 11 wins. We can get 11 wins. Oh no, Jerry Jones can never.
How much Bengals did you watch last year?
I watched like 4 Bengals games, including.
You might want to rewatch some of those games and refresh because you're going to see that a lot this year. Okay, you're going to see that. You're going to look at those games and you're going to be like, man, that's my team. Dak Prescott's going to have like 3 touchdowns, 400 yards, no picks. Final score is going to be 38-35. The Buccaneers, and you're like, how did we lose this game?
Well, I will say though, we have more news though. It's non-NFL news we've got. So Chris Lowe, the SEC insider for ESPN, is giving out his goodbye post. And Rick Barnes from Tennessee got a lifetime contract, which means that Tennessee men's basketball has no Riz. They have no Bobby Hill Riz like Josh Heupel does. But Rick Barnes, of course, will just come up short of the Final Four. Tennessee will come up short of it like they always do. And that's just what's going to happen with Tennessee men's basketball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's sad to see for Chris Lowe. Hopefully has a happy retirement. Austin, do you think you can beat the Panthers there? I mean, listen, at Carolina's a frisky team this year, man. I mean, look at that. I pulled up the single game. You could say it's definitely a win now.
So I pulled up the Cowboys schedule real fast, and I'll do the same for the Packers real fast, and we'll kind of run it down real fast. Okay, at Philly, that's a loss now. That's a definite loss.
Oh, it was a loss before, but it's definitely a loss now. You're just going to lose that game 41-14 instead of like 38-27.
Giants at home. I think we can win that game.
Yeah, you can. I mean, you might not, but
Packers are going to beat the crap out of the Cowboys.
Yeah, they're going to start 1-3.
Jets, who knows?
Then you got the Panthers. The Jets and Panthers back-to-back weeks. Here's the thing, Daryl. There's no in-between on
Bryce
this.
Young. Come on, Bryce Young.
Let's say you're 3-3 at that point, okay? You got to play Washington, Denver next. Those are you're 3-5. Arizona. I mean, let's say you're 4-5 at your bye. This is best case scenario for you, Austin. 4-5 at the bye.
And look
Monday night football
here. Look at this epic crap right here.
Yeah. Oh, let's say you beat the Raiders. You're 5-5, 5-6, 5-7, 5-8, 5-9.
Damn.
There we go. 5-10, 5-11.
Jackson, you know what? Go Titans. I'm gonna go join the Titans.
Man, best case scenario for you is 6 wins. So you're probably going to be a 4-win team this year.
Oh Jesus! Why is that the Netflix game again? Cowboys Commanders. I mean, Roger Staubach is not coming back anytime soon.
It's Christmas, Jack.
Austin, get your pre-NFL draft word ready, okay?
That's
looking
a crappy way to
Okay.
spend Christmas, watching a miserable team get spanked by Jaden Daniels.
I mean, it's going to be funny for me. It's going to be a Christmas gift for me because the Cowboys are just always fun to laugh at. I mean, it's always fun to make fun of the Cowboys. So it's a good Christmas gift for everyone outside of Cowboys.
That's true. But let's go back up.
I thought you and Jackson liked me.
We do.
We do. Everybody has flaws, Austin, and yours is you're a Cowboys fan, and it's okay. We accept you even despite your flaws.
That's why we're having fun with you. We love him, man. That's how it is.
Okay. How far up did you want me to go?
Go down one more time to the rest schedule. Hold on, because I want to see the Amazon Prime games in the Monday night. Why are like Cowboys Cardinals Monday night? But oh well. Oh God, Al Michaels is gonna go. I went from Miracle on Ice to this.
Hey guys, I'm going to get going. It's a pleasure talking to you about this game. Austin, condolences, man. These kingdoms always have got room for one more.
Yeah. I'll keep it in mind, Real. I'll keep it in mind. Real fast before we head on out of here, and then we promote everything. Let's take a look at the Packers schedule real fast, and then we'll hit.
They'll beat up
because I need to go. I need to depress here. Jackson, I don't drink or nothing like that, but I think I'm gonna go hit the Gatorade hard.
Well,
man.
South Florida, Boise
Just
State
drink all the Gatorade.
will hit the perfect spot for you.
Yes. And that's the thing too, Jackson. South Florida, Boise State was on. I was watching that, getting ready to watch that too. And guess what? Can't even have anything.
I was at the Red Robin.
Dang.
I was at the Red Robin while it happened.
Oh my gosh. Like
that's all they were talking about at like the halftime signal. And they're just sitting there going, before like the game started. It's like they weren't talking about South Florida and what they needed to do. They weren't talking about Boise State and what they needed to do. Like that was just so bad of ESPN. They're like, no, we're not going to talk about how this is Boise State's final season in the Mountain West. No, we're not going to talk about, South Florida and how they're going to do and the keys to victory to each team. No, that's just too much to ask. No, we're going to talk about the Dallas Cowboys. No, we're going to talk about the New York Yankees or the Los Angeles Dodgers. Like, come on, bro. Come on, dog. That's just not good business. You're just, come on, man. Come on, man. Oh, hell, the Packers. Man. Oh, man.
I'm coming back.
That was just like,
walk away.
oh, man.
But anywho, looking at the Packers schedule, let me put my mic back on.
Oh, the Browns suck. The Browns, like, you want to talk about an all-out dumpster fire with gasoline added to it? That's the Cleveland Browns in a nutshell. No, it's not going to be Kevin Stefanski. No, it's not Kevin Stefanski's fault. He didn't add all these QBs. He didn't add a pervert. He didn't add a spoiled brat to his roster. He didn't add another QB. No, that was that general manager that decides a good idea. It's like, and you still got the moron Jimmy Haslam. Jimmy Haslam as the owner. So, like, why are there so many moron owners in the NFL? Like, my God. Like, can we, like, stop giving NFL teams to people that just happen to have no. If you're going to own an NFL team, you need to be really smart. You don't need to just have a bunch of money. You got to have something more than money. You got to be smart as hell with pro football, NFL football, and you need to have basic knowledge on finances. That's simple.
Yeah. Well,
That's simple.
here's the thing, Jackson. Looking at their schedule real fast. Detroit and Commanders back-to-back weeks at home, and on a short week too. Those are going to be the first two games.
That's
At the Cowboys. I mean, at the Cowboys on a Sunday night. Then they get the Bengals off the bye week. Like before Micah Parsons, I was 50-50 on a lot of these games. Now with the addition of Micah to the team.
Well, the Cardinals are hell. The Cardinals are hell. That's just how they're the retirement home in the NFL. That's just how it is. The Bengals,
Yeah,
they're screwing up Joe Burrow like the Colts did with Andrew Luck right before our very eyes. The Steelers are going to pull one out their ass against the Packers somehow and then choke their chicken against some team that they really shouldn't choke against. I mean, that's just the Steelers for you in a nutshell.
Yeah, and it's just like one of them two. It was just like, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead.
I mean, the Steelers, they're just an up and down team, and they'll find a way to have a winning record. The Panthers, don't make me watch Panthers Packers. Let me put it to you that way. They're massacring my guy. They're massacring my guy Bryce Young. They're massacring my guy right before our very eyes. Packers.
Hey Jackson, it's just business. It's nothing personal.
Yeah, but that's my guy. Bryce Young did nothing to nobody. Okay, Packers.
Okay,
Eagles, that's a great.
Jackson, looks like from the looks of it, they loaded them up on their division on the back half of their schedule. And then they get the Ravens before they got to go to Minnesota. Look at that stretch, Jackson. They get the Vikings at home, at Detroit, Chicago at home, at Denver, at Chicago, then Baltimore, and then at Minnesota. Okay, so we're going to find out a lot about Green Bay later in the year with the way this stacks out, in my opinion. We're going to find out a lot about it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jackson, the
Packers Lions on Thanksgiving is good.
Yes, that's a fun. That's going to be fun. I am looking forward to that. But looking at that schedule, Jackson, the Packers, if they don't win at least 11 games, 11, 12 games, it could start some drama because you just traded for Micah Parsons. You're now a 12-win team. He automatically boosts you 2 wins within a blink of an eye or a snap of a finger. So they better get it done. That's all I got to say. But
I'm trying not to laugh at like all this because it's just like, oh my god! Like, let me check ESPN right quick. Let me see if I got it. I got the remote with me. Hold on.
Oh gosh. Well, while Jackson does that, and I sorrow in my pain over here. Listen, I'm gonna say this. I still love the Cowboys. I'm always gonna be a Dallas Cowboys fan. It's in my blood. It's all I ever wanted to be, a Cowboys fan. I chose them when I was 5 years old. Don't know why I did, but as Darrell said and Jackson has said, as being my friend, that's one of my flaws. I still love the Cowboys.
They're showing the game itself right now. Boise State's trying to take back the lead from South Florida. Okay, they're trying to see. Okay, Maddox bat the pass. Nope, incomplete. Like what? Not 85. Like bobbled it. Like he's just bobbling it. He's like clumsy Smurf. He's like he doesn't know what he's doing.
But I will say this though, like I said, I still love the Cowboys. I wish Micah Parsons a lot of success. I do. But that's just my 2 cents on this. My 2 cents on this whole team.
Oh, there we go.
Jackson-
Maddox going for a run, Oh, he just throws it out of bounds. He's being pressured by South Florida. Oh, my God. Who did you have winning again last night, Austin?
Boise by 2 touchdowns.
I had Boise winning by less, I think.
I had Boise, I think 31-21, I think is what I said. But
let's see. Yeah, Maddox is looking at. He's looking at his. He's looking right there. He's figuring out what play's going next. He's doing his little clap. Yeah, South Florida's doing their little. They're doing their little. No. See that's false start. That's a false start. Call that ref. Oh, false start 75. Oh, he's pissed.
Yep,
No,
false
75
start.
is pissed. He's pissed. That's what he is. He's pissed. Oh my God! And okay, that's the 4th penalty for Boise State so far today. And South Florida's had 6 penalties. How is South Florida winning? You cannot tell me that's a winning team right there. 6 penalties in the first half. Oh my God!
30.
Oh my God. Okay, Maddox back. Okay, he's short bomb, and we're going 4th and 10. And number 8. Oh, he's fired up. What was Boise going to do? Are they going for it on 4th down with 20 seconds left in the second quarter? Like, what's going on? Okay, Maddox watching. He's not picking his nose or anything, but he's just like, what's the plan?
He
okay,
might.
one for one 4th down. 1 for 1 4th down. Okay, dancing. He's chewing his gum. He's anxious while he's chewing his gum, of course. Maddox. Shotgun formation. Timeout. Call a timeout, man. Okay, there you go. Okay, well, somebody call. Oh, my God. A delay of game? Jesus Christ. A delay of game? Jesus.
Jackson, I think they were just trying to.
He's chewing his gum anxiously. Like, I hope nobody heard me.
Jackson,
I'm not like playing
Jackson.
it right. Okay, they're punting. They're going for a punt. Like, are we gonna say a block punt?
Jackson.
Okay. Oh, they're not. They're not going for a block punt. No. Yeah, touchback. Okay,
Well,
Ted
Jackson. A lot of times they do that just to draw off sides too. They do that little silent count like this, and then see if they can get somebody.
Oh yeah, they're real. Yeah, those bull. Yeah, the South Florida bullshitters were happy.
But here we go. The South Florida, are they going to do anything with the football, or just take it in? Let's go to halftime with 20 seconds to go. I mean,
well, it's now 13 seconds, but yeah.
I'm a little behind. 13 seconds.
Head coach was like, no, he looks like a dick. He looks like a dick. Let's put it that way. And okay, shotgun formation.
Yep, South Florida. They look intent. And
I got a fun story to talk about in the Alabama College show tonight.
Yes. But with that being said, though, as they go to half, with South Florida leading 10-7. With that being said, me and Jackson are going to head on out of here for the evening because Jackson's got a show to get ready for. And we're glad you joined us for this breaking news. And I'm glad it's all over now. I can begin the crying quietly in the corner by myself. No, in all seriousness, though. Blockbuster trade within the NFL just 1 week before the season starts on the day that college football begins its full Labor Day weekend slate. But Micah Parsons is a Green Bay Packer, and the Cowboys get 2 first-round picks and Kenny Clark out of it. We'll see what comes of it. But what I will say is this, though, is what you can check out tonight. Unless Jackson gets traded, I mean, he's still on the clock, and someone might call for his purposes. He might get traded to On3, or maybe Josh Pate will trade for him. But in all seriousness, though, no,
There'd be
Jackson,
an
let the people
wrestler
know
of
what you got.
people getting traded with me on 3 of that happened.
Yeah. Jackson will be like, I understand I'm getting traded, but I'm a package deal, you know that, right? I have an entourage. We can make that work. Oh, hold on, Jackson. Breaking news. Hold on. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. I'll let him know. Jackson, you've been traded to CBS Sports. You're gonna be doing the news. You're gonna be doing the news anchor later. But in all seriousness, though, Jackson, let the people know what you got going on at Alabama with the voice of college football, though.
Well, Jeffrey, Coach Spook, and I have got magic coming your way on Alabama with the Voice College Football on the Alabama post-game show right after we get done. Well, we'll be starting a little bit before the game is over. We'll all be going over our take on what went on between the Alabama Crimson Tide and the Florida State Seminoles, all right there on Alabama at the Voice College Football, 6 p.m. Central Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And we've got the Alabama call-in show tonight with Jeffrey and myself, where we take your calls on the Crimson Tide, going over our takes with all of you on the Crimson Tide, going over your takes with us. And of course, you'll see some schedule changes coming your way on the Alabama channel.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. But with that being said, though, oh, we have Steven in here. Yes, Steven, I know you're just getting here, good old buddy Steve. Real fast. Went through the emotions. I've done cried. Jackson had to give me a hug, told me it'd be okay. He said I could come spend the night with him and cry on his sofa. No, I'm just kidding, though. I'm just kidding, though. I wouldn't do that to Jack. But all seriousness, though, I am heartbroken, though, a little bit. Yeah. I mean, Jackson over here, he's laughing up, having a good time in my misery. I mean, I done walked off the stage and quit on him, and he's just over here laughing and having a good time.
I'm just
Like,
laughing. I'm just laughing at the morons at ESPN a little bit.
I mean, Jackson, you were laughing at Jerry Jones too. Let's not kid ourselves. I mean,
Oh yeah, he's a fossil. That's the thing.
But that you could check out Alabama Voice College Football tonight, and why
We won't be talking about Micah Parsons on there. And if you want us to talk about Micah Parsons on Alabama The Voice College Football, you'll have to put in a super chat of some kind for that.
Yes, you have to donate some money, but if you do have certain content requests, or you want Jackson to do any more breaking news live streams, if you want him to do, you want Jackson to do more like this, whether it's with me, Jeffrey, Will, or just him by himself, hit him up, Jackson. Here's where you can find Jackson for that information. Well, here on his X, but this will be the main thing. But everybody, let the people know what you got cooking.
Well, I've got upcoming Jacksonian episodes heading your way. I've got more editions of The Final Whistle, including Saturday Night with Austin and a special edition of it on Labor Day. And of course, we've got Pits and Analysis coming your way next week for week 2. And and I've got the College Basketball Show with Will and D coming back for a 3rd season, I'm sure. That's going to be a wild one. I'm excited. And for more magic of what I've got going on, check me out on Jackson Johnson 979, where I've got episodes of the Jackson coming your way. And I've also got them all set on Jacksonville CFB on X/Twitter. And I've got more announcements to make on Jackson Johnson 543908 and on Instagram and Threads. And on Jackson Johnson 97 Blue Sky Social Blue Sky, where the skies are blue, as they say. But also, you can check out the announcements of Alabama at the Voice of College Football on there as well. Austin, what have you got going on despite all this crap the Cowboys put you through?
Steven said never sleeps. I don't think so either. I don't sleep either. I mean, I'm up half
Now,
the night.
I literally
doing
thought
things
I
too.
was going on a show at 8 a.m. this morning.
Yeah, but that's neither here nor there. You can find me here at Sports Talk with also 2002, like Jackson said. We will be back. Like this was unplanned. Hopefully, no more breaking news occurs between now and Saturday. Certainly, if something breaks at noon Eastern at Ohio State Texas kickoff, it will have to wait. So, to you NFL owners and you NBA owners too, don't you dare make any blockbuster trades. Don't make any
Oh, no.
thing that me and Jackson don't do it. Or baseball, better yet, you don't do it either. Soccer, I don't care. Because me and Jackson had to make a breaking news segment on a day we're supposed to be enjoying college football, especially on a Saturday. We need payment in return. We need front row tickets or something. But
all the
same,
all the same, we'll be making sure we cover it all for you. Because I mean, who am I kidding? I'm going to be watching the games on that TV right in front of me, and I'm going to be talking with all of you. That is for sure. We're always going to find a way to manage for all of you because you're in our hearts. You are what makes these shows happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes. That is the most truest word ever said. Without you, this does not happen. Without you, we're not here right now. But this is where you can find me and Jackson, of course, on my X. But there is something to be excited about. College football is back. We've got college football games tonight. We've got college football games tomorrow. We've got college football games Saturday and Sunday and Monday. We've got a full slate ahead. So we'll be back Saturday night. Me and Jackson will be back Saturday night for Final Whistle Part 1. And then we'll be back Monday night for Part 2 for Labor Day. But until then, hopefully we don't see you again until Saturday. Enjoy college football weekend, everybody. And you know what, Jackson? We need a song to play us out. So I feel better. There we go. Make me feel better.
There we go. There we go.
Go Cards, everybody.